YouTube Nation, Manvin TV, aka me TV, aka it's the weekend, baby. You know how we do, but aka fuck you, Eyewitness News. And for those who don't know what I'm talking about, y'all smell me on this one real quick. Real talk, real quick, before we get started. All right. Eyewitness News had a report about Japan last week. Now we all know what's going on in Japan. All right. We talked about it last week. All right, we know these people are suffering. Eyewitness News came out yesterday and said that, there's radiation in the food, there's radiation in the water, newborn babies are having problems getting the right nutrition they need, so they're really suffering. Those people are suffering, so the panic level is up here, all right? They said on the same level as panic, Japanese people are panicking because they can't get a hold of the iPad 2. Get the fuck out of here. I'm sorry. Eyewitness News, stop. Stop. There's no way you can compare a tragedy to the fucking iPad 2. It's no way. All right? I just got to get this off my chest real quick. And then they segue it right into the iPad 2 and tried to sell it. This is a problem with Apple because they can't meet on demand. Let me tell you something. Whoever decided to segue that, something wrong with you. I'm sorry, there's just something wrong with you. Whoever greenlit that staff writer who wrote that, and whoever was greenlit, they need to be fired. All right? You don't do that. That's horrible. All right? But anyways, let's move on. Now, I know you guys last week had said I gave you guys some depressing news about video games. Right? Look, baby, it's just the news. When I get it, I give it out there to you. But I got some good news for you this week. But before we get started, we still have some bad news too. Okay? Now, y'all know how it is. What do you want, the good news or the bad news first? I'll give you the bad news first, and then we move on. Okay? We'll just move on. Not a big deal. Now, with that being said, for those who don't know, EA has decided to cut instructional manuals. Yeah, so instruction manuals are gone. Yeah, and this is part of their so-called Go Green effort. That's bullshit. They're trying to cut losses just like Ubisoft. That's what they're doing. Because I'll tell you this, Madden, for those who don't know, Madden, you can look at everything on OperationSports.com. Shouts to them because they have all the numbers. Okay, Madden took a hit on this previous Madden. All right, took a hit. The numbers weren't as great as they thought they were. All right, we all know NBA Elite, NBA Live, whatever the fuck you want to call it, was canceled till further notice. All right. NHL wasn't that good this year, all right? There's plenty of complaints from gamers. They haven't fixed anything really since 2009, all right? You're not listening to your fan base, EA, and we all know what happened last week with Dragon Age, all right? So any way you see it, EA is fucking up. They are fucking up. But I have even some more bad news real quick, because a lot of people have been sending me mail about this. Mirror's Edge 2. Yeah, Mirror's Edge 2 the development has been stopped. It hasn't been canceled. It's been stopped till further notice. Why? Because EA is having problems. They don't know what they want to do or how they want to market this. They're having problems to find something new and fresh. Yes, you heard me. They're having problems finding something new and fresh. Yeah. So, with that being said, Mirror's Edge 2 has been, for right now, development has been stopped. Okay? Now, like I said, I want to get in this real quick because Mirror's Edge, let me tell you, for those who know the first Mirror's Edge, it was different. It was cool. All right? I liked it. They had a problem. Now, see, this lingers back. We're going to stem back for those who don't know. They had a problem with the character design. The character Faith, which was Japanese. Japanese people had a big problem with Faith. It was a big clash between East and West. And I'm not talking West Side, East Side either. I'm talking Western audience and Eastern audience, all right? So Japanese people had a real problem with Western developers making the character design because they didn't think that they would get them, okay? It's funny because they can do everything over there and have stereotypes of us black folks all the time. I mean, Barrett and everything, but that's not the point. That's okay for them, but it's not okay for Western. Yeah, I know. So because there was such a big uproar about this, Western gamers started making their own westernized, I should say now, all right? Westernized character design of Faith to see what it looked like, and it was a big uproar. I'm not going to link you guys to it because there are a lot of nasty statements. All right, I can tell you where to go. It was on Kotaku, and it was just horrible. All right, just pages and pages of just insults back and forth between Japanese gamers and American gamers in Europe, and it was horrible. All right, it's one of those things that as a gamer you shouldn't be proud to see. All right, it was just a black eye. And as far as I'm concerned, for those who didn't see the comparison side by side of the character design, I'll show you that now real quick. Now, from those images, it's your personal preference, whatever you like, okay? It doesn't matter at this point. We already know the game's been out for years. The image has been finalized or whatever. It's over and done with, all right? There's no reason to argue about it anymore. Now, let's just move on, okay? Let's move on because we got some stuff to talk about. You guys have been asking me in the comments last week about Mortal Kombat. All right, I'm going to get into this real quick. My demo impressions, let me say now, game is solid. Game is solid. I like it, okay? But we're going to talk pros and cons here, all right? Let's talk about the cons first. I don't like the Unreal Engine. Don't like it, all right? I'm just saying this because it reminds me too much of Mortal Kombat vs. DC. I'm just saying it does, all right? But in Mortal Kombat DC, I will say the character designs were a hell of a lot better, all right? I've seen the difference between Baraka, whatever. Johnny Cage, he's got the fucking... and y'all know this, but I've been saying this for how long? I'm a big fan of Johnny Cage, all right? Why the fuck did he killing him off? I don't know. But Johnny Cage, he has a tattoo Johnny across his chest. I'm like, what the fuck is that? He looks like a douchebag. But that's not the point. The point is, Johnny Cage is pretty good in this game, all right? So, like, he was the first character I picked out of all of them, all right? And the combo system is not hard, all right? I'll tell you that now. My first attempt at a combo, mind you, I didn't look at any combo. I didn't look online to see fatalities. So, no, I didn't get a chance to do any fatalities. I wasn't sure if they were still the originals, or they changed them or anything. I didn't try anything, all right? I'll let you know that now. All right, combo-wise, the first combo, I got like a 7-8 hit combo. It was easy. All right, Johnny Cage is pretty funny. When he takes off when you win, his glasses break and he pulls out another pair of glasses. It's hilarious. Okay, but once you do it the first time, it kind of loses its mystique. All right. Now let me say that hit detection. Hit detection is a big problem. The developers can clean this up. I remember Sub-Zero in the start of the fight. Sub-Zero jumped up and kicked me in the face. Right. Okay, he kicked me in the face. So then, why the hell am I missing skin and flesh off of my shoulder? That doesn't make sense. He only kicked me in the face. Like, it just seems as you go along, they just start doing random parts, start bleeding and carrying on. I don't like that. Clean it up, developers. Make it more consistent. All right? I will say air juggles is a problem. All right? We're going to get into this. Air juggles, man, look. We all remember back in the day where you used to be able to air juggle people, but they were small combos. Especially, y'all remember back in the day where you would have Katana do the deep in punch when you're in the air, and then afterwards you throw the fan and it would keep them up in the air. Yeah, those type of juggles are fine because it's in small spurts. After I beat the game, all right, well, whatever, the demo or whatever, and you were watching the video at the end, Shang Tsung goes on like a 7-8 hit air juggle combo. It's ridiculous. And at the end, he raises the skulls and it just hits the person. He keeps going across the board, and the person just keeps juggling up across the board. And if you're on the receiving end of that, you're like this. Because you don't have anything else to do. You can just sit and wait. The developer should know if you're going to do air juggles to keep them at a small amount. All right? You don't make them for a duration of time because it takes away from the game. It does. I'm just saying. And now, like I said, they can clean that up too, but I really don't think they're going to change that, to be quite honest. All right? Now, let's get into the pros real quick. Because gameplay. Gameplay reminded me of Mortal Kombat 2. Yeah. And I say that because that's my personal favorite. Now, I know a lot of you guys, you like Ultimate, you like 3 with the run button, and you know they got rid of the run button now. They have a dash now, all right? Small burst of dash, and that's fine. That works, all right? And I also don't like how R2 was the block button. But, hey, it's a fighting game. I can adapt. It's not a big deal, all right? But the fact is, guys, the gameplay is great. The gameplay's great. I can't complain about it. I was doing, for guys who remember old school Mortal Kombat, you would jump over your opponent, it would be a deep jump, and then you can turn and kick them in the back and carry on. Every move that I used in Mortal Kombat 2, every strategy that I used, it worked in this one. All right? It worked. It didn't work that much in DC versus, Mortal Kombat, but it worked in this one. And that's where I think they listened to the fans. They cleaned it up a little bit. And they still have a little bit of work to do. It's fine. Do I think this game is worth $60? No. It's a fighting game. All right? There's some things that I've seen also. Environmental, kills? Back in the day we had the pit or whatever. And then as you know, as the series have went on, we've seen other things. What the fuck? They're fighting in subways. He run his face into the L. Liu Kang got hit by a fucking taxi. What the fuck? Like, where are you fighting and the taxis are coming down the street? Like what the fuck? It doesn't make any sense. But, it's little stupid shit like that kind of annoys me. All right? It may not annoy you. I guess you can say it's another way to kill somebody, and an option to always have multiple ways of killing somebody is a good thing. But I don't know. Personally, I didn't like it. I don't think the game is worth $60, and I'm going to tell you why. I think it's worth 40, 45, 50 bucks. Okay, maybe. All right? But it's a fighting game. Fighting games don't have the mystique they used to. We just saw this with Marvel vs. Capcom 3 with all the DLC milking. Look, if you're going to milk us for DLC, because we already know that Scorpion is going to have his classic, his classic costume if you pre-order the game at, I think it's like GameStop, all right? We already know that Jade will be, a DLC character if you buy the Mortal Kombat Blu-ray or some shit. Look, if you're going to milk us for all these characters in the long run, because I'm telling you now, all right? I'm telling you now, they're going to milk us. All right? They're going to milk us. The game looks like it's going to be great, so they're going to take it for everything it's worth. Okay? But if you're going to do this, then you drop your price a little bit. So if you're going to DLC the shit out of us, that it ends up being that, $20 worth of DLC, it'll end up being in that $60 range. So you're getting a full game for a retail price. You get what I'm saying? Now, with that being said, Mortal Kombat looks great. The characters, and I keep looking down because we got some news to get into, babe. I got some stuff for you guys, but I'm not going to get into that yet. All right, it's just staring at me, but I'll get into it. Look, Mortal Kombat, some classic characters are back. I saw Sindel. It looks great. Give the game a chance. If you haven't played the demo yet, please play the demo. It's a great demo. All right, I'm impressed with it. But you know what? Maybe it's not that I'm impressed with it. Maybe we've just been, accepting mediocrity for a while because of all the other Mortal Kombats. But whatever. I'm still waiting to see the story on it. With that being said, guys, let's move on. All right. Got some Hollywood news for you. For those who don't know, we got to go back in time. I should have said it earlier, but let's go back in time for a couple minutes ago. EA has come out with a Madden movie. Check this out.
And in weird news, it looks like Electronic Arts is making a movie out of one of their biggest franchises, Madden. You can't make this stuff up. According to The Wrap, it will be a sports comedy based on the legendary Madden curse. Basically, if you grace the cover of a Madden game, something terrible happens to you. The story follows a former Madden video game champion who is forced out of retirement just as he finds himself on the corner of the game's cover. This is high concept stuff, folks. VP of EA Entertainment Pat O'Brien will serve as a producer on the movie.
Need I say anything else? Look, I'm not going to say anything about it. You be the judge. I'm not saying anything. All right. For those who don't know, this week, Kojima, that's right, Kojima-san has come out this week and said that he will be at E3 to unveil 2 new games. That's right, 2 new games. One is rumored to be Metal Gear Solid. That's right, 5. Now look, let me say now, I'm not ready for Metal Gear Solid 5. I'm still playing Peace Walker. I don't need Metal Gear Solid 5. Give it a break. I understand, Kojima, that he's not happy about the way Metal Gear Solid 4, performed. Now look, give it time to breathe, Kojima. You got these blogs and these sites coming out and saying, Kojima's going to sneak into E3. Idiots! He can't sneak into E3 if you're telling the world. You can't. It's like, just use your brains. Use your brains. I'm just saying. You're making it sound more than what it really is. The 2 games coming out that I would like to see from Kojima, if you're listening, Kojima, please, if you're listening, Policenauts, and a big fanfare. We've been asking this for a while. Zone of the Enders. Please, Kojima, please. Give us a Zone of the Enders, please. I'm just saying. Anyways, guys, we got some more good news for you, all right? More good news on the gameplay front. Now, I know a lot of guys were talking about this last week. We thought you was going to show this last week, and I said, no, I'm going to save it for this week. Because of all this stuff, there was no room last week. There's so much news, So, for those who don't understand, a lot of people have been saying, can Bruce Wayne save the industry? Can Bruce Wayne stop all the problems that happened last week? Can Bruce Wayne save video gaming? Well, I don't know. You be the judge. Check out the trailer.
Had you ever considered that all this is your fault? Your presence creates these animals.
Confirmation that prisoner 40's in the courthouse.
Heads and tails, kitty cat.
Shame to get blood all over my nice new outfit.
This place is dangerous. I like it.
tell a lie. There's nothing wrong with you.
Nice of you to say, but you of all people should know there's plenty wrong with me.
It doesn't get any better than that, baby. I'm telling you this now, all right? It doesn't get better than that. And the first thing I saw, when I saw that gameplay video, the first thing that came to my mind is, where's the fucking multiplayer? Where's the multiplayer? You have to be kidding me, Rocksteady. Rocksteady, stop playing with us. Stop fucking with us. You have to give us multiplayer, all right? That is amazing. And people are going on now saying, well, the DC Universe Online gameplay looks better than that. Are you fucking kidding me? You're living in a pipe dream. There's something wrong with you, all right? Stop. The fact is, this game is going to be great. And the only way it's not going to be great is if they stop making it right now. That's the only way. There's nothing stopping this game. This is a day one buy. It's a day one buy. You can believe that shit. I'm telling you that now, all right? They say, oh, it's going to be harder. And bring it on. Bring it the fuck. The first one was great. The second one is going to do nothing but bring it up here. It's going to exceed expectations. I'm telling you that now. Day one buy. Now let's move on. Let's see. You got me all hyped for Batman. Bring it on, baby. Bring it on. Anyways, we're going to get into this real quick. I have some stuff I have to tell you guys, all right? That's right. Y'all know what time it is. Now, look, let's just start with this right now. Capcom is open to God Hand and Okami sequels. Yes. Thing is, Capcom doesn't know how to go about it. Fans, please voice your opinions. All right? Let Capcom know. Because they're looking to make these games and they don't know how to go about it. All right? That's what they're saying. Link is in the info bar. Also, no Dino Crisis is coming. Capcom says that they've had meetings about it. It comes up every once in a while, but nothing ever comes from it. They don't know how to go about it. They don't think that the market is there, especially after the dinos in space. They don't think the market is there. If you think the market is there still, please voice your opinion to them. All right, on their community pages, please. Now, with that being said, all right, we got some news. Capcom wants to make a new Onimusha. Now, I said before, if y'all remember a couple weeks back in the comments, I had predicted that they would make a new Onimusha. Well, now they're saying they want to make a new Onimusha. Some of you guys had told me this about a week or two ago, that they were going to make it and it was going to be just strictly online. What I found research-wise, I have not seen that. All right? This says Ono wants to make a new Onimusha title. He's thinking of putting multiplayer in it, but they haven't said anything about online. They have no real issue about it yet. They don't know. Once again, Capcom doesn't know how to go about it. All right? They said once they figure out everything, he's going to present it to Capcom and see if it'll fly. So, new Onimusha, new Okami, new was a God Hand. All right? You got those three, and they don't know how to go about it. Please, voice your opinions. This is what you want. Step up to the plate. Now, with that being said, okay, I can do the rest of this without the computer. As you see, very little computer time. All the links will be in the info bar as usual. Let's say, Capcom. Once again, yeah, Capcom is stepping up this week. All right? Capcom has decided that they're going to remake, I should say, Resident Evil 4 and Resident Evil Code Veronica. Yeah, Resident Evil Code Veronica. Now, I know, I've been reading the forums. People are happy, and then there's people that are sad. Because people that are mad and sad are saying, hey, look, stop with the fucking remakes. I understand that. I understand where they're coming from, but I'm sure this will be for the PlayStation 3 and the Xbox 360. So you guys are getting, if you haven't experienced those games beforehand, you're getting them now. All right, you're getting out, and they're going to be all HD'd up for you. All right, so if you haven't played them, I would say please give them a chance. They are great games. All right, now the biggest news that Capcom came out with. Now I know a lot of guys are saying, well, how new Okami, God Hand, they're looking for ways to do it. How does it get any bigger than this? Capcom has come out and said Resident Evil Raccoon City is on its way. It's been announced, baby. It's been announced. For those who do not know what Resident Evil Raccoon City is, it is a 4-player co-op game like Outbreak. And I just talked about this not too long ago, a couple months ago, didn't I? About they need to bring out a new Outbreak. This time, we're taking back to Raccoon City. People are, it's an infestation of zombies. They're going old school with it, all right? Now, this is the people, Slant 6. These are the guys who fucked up Confrontation. If you don't know how bad it was, please check out Black Widow 88. Check out his channel and watch the videos on SOCOM is Dead. He goes into such great detail what's wrong with what Slant 6 did. And there's like 30 plus videos on it. He destroys the developers, and it got to the point where developers started listening to him. Yeah, he goes into such great detail. I'm just saying, Black Widow, I'm plugging you right now, man. Like I said, it's great. Check it out. Anyways, that's the only problem I have with this game so far. What this game will be about, you will be 4 Umbrella employees. Yes, you're not the good guys this time, you're the bad guys. Your job is to destroy evidence and cover it up. That's what this is going to be about, all right? While trying to avoid danger and this, that, and the third. All right, now, like I said, it's a great idea. It sounds great. I'm not sold on Slant 6. I need to see some gameplay first. I'm just saying I need to see gameplay. But that's what we have right now, guys. Link is in the info bar for you. This is going to be great. So far, like I said, I want to get excited, but I want to see gameplay first. All right, now, last part of the show. You guys have been asking me about this, and I'm going to show it to you. Final Fantasy 13-2. That's right. You see what it is right now, right? That's right. We're going to get into this. Lightning strikes twice, baby. Now, with this being said, they are saying that it's very unclear how this is going, but so far the story will be about Lightning's past. As you can see, like I'll show you one more time. She's got all types of armor and shit on, and swords and shields. What it's going to do is it's going to jump between her past and it's going to jump back into 13. All right. So they're going to fill in holes that 13 had. Other characters from 13 will show up. Okay? And you will see a new character too. But what they're saying is this. The gameplay will be an evolved form of the active time battle system that 13 had. Yeah, so I get it. That's not saying much. It says Square Enix is still in the process of deciding the ultimate structure of the game based on feedback from Final Fantasy 13. So if you hated Final Fantasy 13, fans, here you go again. Here's a chance to step up to the plate. All you guys have been saying you should listen to the fans. This is your time. This is all I've given you all this week. This video has just been about giving Capcom feedback, giving everybody feedback so they know what to do. Step up to the plate. Now, with this being said, it says most surprisingly, 13-2 is set to release next winter. Yes, next winter. It says, which seems awfully quick given that it's been waiting for two other games in the 13 family since 2006. It says Final Fantasy Type O, formerly known as Final Fantasy Agito 13 and Final Fantasy Versus 13. It says 13 Agito and Versus were all originally grouped together as part of the Fabula Nova Crystallis. It says Final Fantasy series, despite all three games taking place in different universes. Now, it goes on to say that Type O has nebulous, Japanese release date of this summer. It will be for the PSP. That PSP game will be a 3-player multiplayer game. Don't ask me how it's going to work. There's no details about it in here. But as you know, Final Fantasy 13-2 will be coming out this winter, and it's going to use the same gameplay pretty much. Like I said, it's going to be an evolved state of it. We don't know how much yet. I would wait. Don't get happy. Wait and see the gameplay and judge for yourself. If you played 13, you didn't like 13 like your mate, please, by all means, wait. All right? Wait till we see something. All right? Not just pretty graphics. Nah, let's see some gameplay. All right? That's what I've been looking at the whole time. It's been staring right at me, man. I've been wanting to tell you guys the whole video. But that was the big thing. I want to say that today's video, I would feel, was it time? Yeah, we're good on time. It was a success. I want to thank all the fans, all the new guys, all you old subscribers, the regulars. Please, by all means, I want to thank you guys because without you, this channel wouldn't even be doing what it's doing right now. All right? Anyways, just remember, in video games, it's not just because the bosses or the climax of the gameplay. It's also about the journey you take before you get there. I'll talk to y'all later. Y'all be safe. Y'all have a good weekend. I'm out. Here's your trailer.